Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
What's going on today, guys? It's Invader, and I'm back with another video, and MW2 is finally here. It launched last night. Before I really kind of get into my launch night experience, I figure I talk about the game a little bit overall and just like my thoughts on it. Overall, I do enjoy it. It is pretty fun. There's a lot of good changes that Infinity Ward made. For example, the progression system, being able to actually max out a weapon within a couple of hours again. It's fucking phenomenal. I was able to max out my M4 in, I don't know, two hours last night, but playing it, I was using other guns too at the same time. I wasn't just using that, although I was using that the majority of the time. I was able to max out one of my weapons. Fucking phenomenal. The camo challenge system, great change. I'm actually able to, go for camos and not have it feel like, I don't know, a second job. Good change from Infinity Ward. I've seen some people complaining that the camo challenges are too easy now, and it's absolutely absurd that we have people like this in the community that complain about it being too hard and then complain about it being too easy. Like, y'all motherfuckers should just go outside. Like, I'm gonna be honest. But anyways, my launch night experience overall, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. Even though I do like the game, I enjoy it. I think some of the changes that Infinity Ward has made are great. Launch night was a fucking disaster. And that's putting it lightly. I hopped on at 10 o'clock after work to play Search with a few of my friends, guys. And every single time we got close to getting our 6 stack together, somebody would get a scan and repair. And it was awfully strange because all of us were playing by ourselves, for like a match or two before we got together as a 6 stack to play together. And nobody had gotten a scan and repair. Nobody was having issues in the menu. As soon as we start partying up, though, the issues start to fucking pop their ugly fucking heads out. And, before you know it, my game has crashed, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. Just trying to join on my friends, guys. I got 8 scan and repairs within a fucking hour, just trying to join on my friends. Not even in the game. Not even in the game. At the fucking menu, hitting square to try to join on a motherfucker. Absolutely fucking absurd. And, I would expect, some people will be like, damn, Invader, you're really upset about a small feature like this. Well, it's a fucking bare minimum feature. It's a basic fucking thing that should work in the game. I should be able to play a video game with my fucking friends. I did not have issues like this back in COD 4 and MW2. Yeah, I may have had shit like, I don't know, somebody was using a strict NAT type or some shit. But as far as not being able to actually join on somebody, or when I join on somebody, my game crashes, it just literally goes to show you nobody tested this fucking game. Nobody. They did not. They just threw out whatever pile of shit that they had that they've been working on for 3 years. And, here you guys go. Have fun. And look, man, it wasn't just the scan and repair. Like, that's one thing. It's one issue. I'd imagine they're going to fix that and I'll actually be able to join on my friends at some point in the near future. My big issue, man, and I complained about this a lot during the beta, is the UI, man. The user interface, it's really bad. It's probably the worst UI I think I've ever seen in a fucking video game. And I was complaining about Battlefield 2042 having a really bad UI last year. I thought they had one of the worst UIs I've ever seen. Modern Warfare 2's UI makes that game's UI look fucking great. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'd take Battlefield 2042's UI over this fucking dog shit any day of the week. Whoever had the bright idea of, I don't know, giving Call of Duty a streaming service UI is an absolute moron. And should be fired. Like, they should not have a job working at a fucking video game company. Like, this is a video game, not a streaming service. Why does it look like I'm trying to browse through Netflix every single time I hop on to fucking play Call of Duty? Like, we had the perfect UI for years, and it started back in COD 4. COD 4 through BO2, we had a great UI. Phenomenal, nothing wrong with it. And then they started to add these stupid-ass characters with the operators and shit and the specialists, which, during the jetpack era, which is whatever, they wanted to make microtransaction money. Whatever, fuck it. At least the UI worked, you knew where you were going. Shit made sense. this UI, nothing makes sense. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Shit doesn't work. It's just really bad, man. Like, I don't know what to say other than they need to overhaul it. And I've seen people on Twitter, or not people on Twitter, leakers on Twitter saying this is the final UI. They're not going to change it. This is it. This is what you guys are going to have for 2 years. And to that I say, fucking bullshit, man. They need to change this shit. It's confusing. It's horrible. It's just, it makes the game worse in every single way imaginable, right? I think the game is fun. I enjoy the game. But when I start getting confused on where to navigate in the fucking menus, and, you know, the menus are doing weird shit to me, it makes me not want to play the game. Having a good UI can separate a really good game from a really bad game. You know, just one simple thing like that. Having a good UI is super important, and it's almost as if they overlooked it and were like, okay, let's just give them a Netflix Hulu UI, you know, because that's what, you know, we're all going towards, and that's what everybody has. Like, just because motherfuckers have Hulu and Netflix accounts does not mean I want the fucking UI in my game. I don't know where their thinking was or their logic was on this, but it was absolutely fucking retarded. And, you know, I hope to God they listen and maybe consider changing a few things. There is one thing I do like about the UI, though, even though I have been trashing it for a while. There's a search bar in it, and you know, with all the options that are, you know, present in the settings, it's actually nice to have that. I know I've ragged on the UI for a while, but that's one good thing about it. There's a fucking search mechanic. You can search for something. So if you want to change your button layout, you can't find the setting, you just type in the search tab, button layout. It's that fucking easy. Great change that they made. Good thing that they added in. But, you know, like I said earlier, if the base UI sucks, then, you know, like, who really gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest. But guys, I think this game has a lot of potential. I think if Infinity Ward does somehow get their heads out of their asses and, you know, try to be a competent dev team, we can have a really good Call of Duty game this year. One of the best we've had in years. It just all depends on the changes that they're willing to make and the changes that they do make, and, you know, if they come in a timely manner or not, because like the past few years, you know, when stuff didn't get patched for, you know, weeks on end or months on end, you know, for example, Christmas time is a big time, you know, for Call of Duty. Last year with Vanguard, that game was borderline unplayable during Christmas, and I hope the same does not happen with this game. I hope Infinity Ward gets it together and, you know, we get a fun COD for once. But anyways, guys, that's all I have time for today. Peace.